y'all.
Okay, listen, season 2, Desus and Mero, we're back with nothing but illustrious guests.
That's right. And for season 2, we had to do it the right way and bring in the motherfucking MJ of late night.
That's right. We have TV icon David Letterman. You might remember him from a little show called, I don't know, Everything with David Letterman. Give it up for the talk show god, David Letterman in the house. Yeah. Jesus.
Great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you for coming here.
Great pleasure to meet you.
Come sit down.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so much, and thanks for pretending you know who I am.
You guys know who David Letterman is. David Letterman.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So when we announced that you were going to be our first guest, everyone was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
you are a huge get." How much do you know about us?
I know quite a lot about the two of you.
Okay.
I knew about you years ago. I saw promos for your show at the other place, Vice.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought, whoa, this is either going to be something or it's going to be nothing.
Right. That's pretty much what we went out there to prove. So yes.
And it turned out to be both.
Nice.
And I wanted to be on the show.
Yes.
But I don't think you wanted me or something. And then the next thing I know, the thing is enormous, and you somehow pulled some kind of a deal on Viceland and headed to Showtime.
Yoink.
For enormous bags of cash.
You know it. You know it. Secure the bag. Yeah. Wow.
And that got my attention going again. I just thought, whoa, how did these guys do this? It was a holdup, broad daylight.
You know it.
Yeah.
Jack moves.
And then this place, it's the single nicest facility I've ever been in my history in
Shout out to the
television.
production staff. Y'all hooked it up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my guys up there. Yeah, all of y'all.
I know quite a lot about you, and I was watching clips from a show. Let me just run through a couple of things.
Let's go.
First of all, one of you spent a Saturday. You woke up at 1. Who was that?
Boom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You rolled a blunt, smoked it, went back to bed.
Yes.
Wow, I thought this guy's got a full schedule.
That's how it felt.
The other thing, and you got to explain this to me, again, one of you, I think both of you, one of you wanted to have a fight Chris Matthews.
Oh, no, I wanted to fight Tucker Carlson.
You want to fight Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson.
Okay, that
Oh,
one
I wanted to
didn't
fight
see.
Chris Matthews just for the hell of it.
Yeah, just because you thought he
he was
fun
like-
to fight an old guy.
He was an old school guy. I feel like Chris Matthews would give me the work and then buy me a drink afterwards.
It's fun to fight an old guy.
You think they got the old man strength.
Yeah.
You probably fuck us up.
And then at the
See, like
end
that.
of the fight, back,
At some point, I'm gonna be like, holy shit, I'm gonna get choked out by David Letterman. That's the coolest thing that's ever happened in my life.
That's on Instagram. Like, yeah, you choking me. I'm going into the light. This is, oh.
Yo, David Letterman killed me, isn't it?
Ah.
And then
Put
the
bunny
other
rabbits on
thing,
top.
I think you also wanted to have a slap fight with Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, yeah.
Now explain that.
Well, we know Rachel Maddow, she's quick with the hands.
Oh,
That's how she got Trump's tax return that one time. She was like, yoink. So,
Yeah, she just
you know, just
came out the printer. She was like, whoop.
Has she been on the show?
We had her on the last show. We gotta have her back on this show.
Oh, good. And
She's
was
great.
there in fact a slap fight?
There was not. It was like an intellectual slap fight, but now we need to do a physical one.
Oh, I see.
Bring it like that.
Intellectual slap fight. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
high low over here.
Now, is that actual something?
This
something?
is yes, this is Dominican rum. You know what I'm saying?
What do you
You know
have?
what I'm saying?
Just drinking a light pilsner, you know.
The most I drank on my show was decaffeinated coffee.
You asked for coffee.
You asked
We
for
gave you
coffee.
Yeah, but I just feel like a stooge.
Because many years sober?
Oh, that's right. I used to be an alcoholic. Thanks. Thanks.
You know what?
I feel better now.
I didn't want to bring it up, but my MacBook just said it when I opened it. It was like, yo, Dave's sober today.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I feel better. I feel like I'm with my friends.
that's what we try to achieve with every guest.
You know, just relating. You know,
Just relating.
And how do we know when you're shit-faced?
you don't.
You don't. Hopefully, like, you rap before that.
Yeah.
Really?
But if you get to a point where you're just slurring the words, they'll just be like, all right, enough is enough.
Enough, guys.
Yeah.
Put some iced tea in there.
Anyway, I think this is, I'm so envious of this because I used to do these shows where you had to be nice to people and they'd come in and you'd have to say, oh, how was your flight from California? And then they'd say, oh, I had to come in on the red eye. And then someone have to tap me on the shoulder and say, okay, we're done. They can leave now.
Right.
Or I'd piss somebody off, and then we'd have to send them a gift.
Oh, wow. We didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
you guys don't care, do you?
No, we don't send gifts.
Don't give it.
Wait, how do you find out you pissed someone off? They like their handler to get back to you, or you know right away?
Manager. Or they, somebody would be celebrity A would be on the show, then they'd be on again, and then we wouldn't see them for 2 or 3 years, and then it would be whatever happened to celebrity A. And then we'd find out from their manager, well, celebrity A was upset because you made fun of their socks.
Wow.
Yeah, and so then I would either have to send them a lemon tree. I don't know why it was. I don't know why it was. I have no idea why it was a citrus tree, but and
tangerines.
Yeah, tangerines perhaps, and often that would work more than likely once you had made fun of their socks. Adios. Not coming back.
Is there any
so
famous
no,
beefs you got into that you can talk on? Or do you have to sign like NDAs or?
I got into a great fight with Quentin Tarantino.
Like a fight?
No.
talk show fight.
Like,
Yeah,
just talking-
but this was really good, and he was upset because I found out from there was one guest on the show, and her girlfriend was somebody he was dating. A famous star who was so famous I can't recall the name.
Welcome to my world, brother.
Just make one up.
Yeah. And so anyway, and I was saying, no, you're not dating Quentin Tarantino. And she said, yes, I am. And I said, oh, please tell me this isn't true. Now I'm joking.
Right.
Because Quentin.
Wait, you got in trouble for a joke? Can't relate.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the idea is Quentin Tarantino is this a movie store nerd when you used to be able to rent films and then you'd take them home and then you'd have to return them.
And rewind them before you return them.
That's right. Rewind it. Please be kind. Please
Rewind.
Together, the ages combined.
We're washed.
I'm older than you.
You are, but we're older than our audience, so they're just like, look at these grandpas.
Look at Uncle and Grandpa.
It looks like, it must be bring your grandfather to
Yeah.
today.
Sadly, we look like a diverse sleep apnea commercial. So.
This is what I'm saying.
What? A diverse sleep apnea commercial.
It's like a Lipitor commercial right now.
Yeah, that's strong. That's pretty good.
We try.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex.
We're just all playing solitaire together. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
I take every one of those medications.
That Ozempic.
Yeah.
Ozempic.
Isn't that an earworm?
Wait a minute. Are you guys as happening as I thought?
Yeah.
We're a little bit of both right
We're
now.
like,
We cool in the streets, but we're also getting prostate checks.
There's music to the Ozempic commercial.
It slaps.
Okay, so, oh no, you're not dating, because he worked in that store and he was a little self-described film nerd. Oh, I love films and I like them and they come in and I look at them all and I send them out and and that's how he got his start in Arizona. And he worked his way up to being a big-time director.
Right.
And so now I'm pretending that I'm stunned that this glorious movie star is dating this little squirrely guy.
Right.
Yeah. So 2 days later, my assistant gets a call. It's Quentin Tarantino. And she says to him, oh, yes, Mr. Tarantino. And as all assistants do, they say, may I ask what this is in regard to? And he said, oh, nothing. I just want to say hello. So she says, that Quentin Tarantino's on the phone. I said, hello, Quentin, yes. And then he starts screaming at me, I'm going to beat you to death.
What?
I'm going to kill you. I'm coming to New York, and I'm going to beat the crap out of you. How can you say that about me? And I said, Quentin, hang on a second. I said, this is so good, I'm going to get my producer to pick up the other line. I want somebody, because they'll think, oh, you're making it up.
Exactly.
So my producer picks it up, and I said, hi, this is Rob. He's our producer. This is Quentin. Go ahead, Quentin. Where were you? I am coming to New York. I am going to beat you up, and you can't say that about me, and why would you, on and on and on, like the guy is full-blown clinically goofy. So I now say, okay, how do you want to do this, bat or fists? And he said, bat. You get me a bat and I'll beat the hell out of you with it. I said, okay, great. When can you come in? When would be convenient for you to come in?
Beat my ass in the bat.
Yeah. So I say, and I say now to my assistant, he wants to come in tomorrow night. Can you get him on the red eye? We'll get you on the red eye. And this goes on and on and on. And the guy, there's no cooling off. It's just, it keeps blowing up and blowing up and blowing. Okay, great. Thanks for calling. And that was it. So we don't hear from him for quite a while.
You didn't find him at all? He didn't even smell your feet?
He didn't show up.
Wow.
How about that?
But did you bring it up next time he was on your show?
That'll be the second part of this story.
All right. Go. This is like I'm the Uber driver for Mario Andretti. I'm like,
Nah, that's pretty
like
good.
you're using the wrong gear, my man.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
But you got a lot of money to come here, right?
Oh yeah.
Is this where you want to be, Showtime?
Hell yes. Every day I wake up and think.
Hell yeah. Every day I wake up and I'm like, David Evans, goddamn it, thank you.
Actually, no. This is the best chapter we've been at so far. And like they respect our creativity and they give us a lot of
Oh,
space.
everybody says that. Nobody knows what you're doing. That's
No one
when they
knows-
say we respect.
So
your
that means they get
creativity.
out the way.
Just,
They
we
get
have
out the
no idea
way
what
and they're
you're
just
doing.
like, all right, I guess it's like minority thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, we don't get it. I don't understand it. But you're one of those guys.
No.
Because you have one of the most iconic moments in New York City hip hop. You do not even realize it. Do you remember Funkmaster Flex Night?
Yup. Hard to get a
Rosie
ticket.
Perez, you interviewed her.
Hard to get a ticket.
Rosie Perez was like, what are you doing this weekend, da, da, da. And she goes, oh, I went to Funkmaster Flex Night. And you start cracking up. You go, Funkmaster Flex Night. Hard to get a ticket for Funkmaster Flex Night.
Yep.
Funkmaster Flex was one of the biggest DJs in hip hop. And he turned that into a drop. And he would play that every 10 minutes for his radio show for years.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Were you not aware of this?
Hard to get a ticket. Hard to get a ticket. Hard to get a ticket
Funkmaster
for
Flex Night.
Funkmaster Flex Night.
Yes, I was aware of that.
All right,
Look at me. How could I not?
how could you not know? You're hip.
Come on.
What about whatever happened to Muji Bar and Saraju?
Oh, those guys were from Bangladesh, and they owned.
deli?
No, not the deli. They owned a New York souvenir shop where you could go in and buy replicas of the Statue of Liberty, of the Empire State Building, of a Yankee Stadium, and you could buy "I Love New York" shirts and stuff like that. And very nice guys. And then the store closed, and then we thought, where did they go? Back to we couldn't find them.
Right.
And they were working at a store, same kind of store, just a block.
Just a block away?
Just a block away.
Very New York.
Another block.
Okay, so now Quentin Tarantino finally,
Yes.
years later, is going to be on the show, and it was for insufferable, incorrigible, the Hitler movie.
Inglorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards, yeah.
Incorrigible bastard.
Incorrigible bastards. Insufferable bastards.
That was the other title for our show.
And that was the working title. Oh, that was your show. Yeah, you guys are just great. And you got Showtime by the nuts, right?
Dude.
Yeah. Listen, I called Paul Giamatti to park my car.
I don't even know who that is.
And it's an 05 Accord with a
Yeah.
tan cloth interior.
Yeah. I think I owe him a lemon tree. So now he's in the makeup room, and typically I would not want to meet the person before the show because I just want it to be like, hey,
what's up?
Look at me,
Organic.
here we
Yeah.
are.
Yes.
And so this time I say I'm going up to see Quentin, and yeah, that's Dave Letterman. And I go in there, and he's with his publicist, and he's also in there. And I say, hi, Quentin. I said, you know what? Remember that thing where you were going to come and beat me, and we had a plane ticket waiting and a baseball bat and all that? I said, now I'll be honest with you. I don't know that he owed me an apology. I just don't know.
Right.
Because I got a lot of those calls in those days. So I'm not quite sure whether I provoked it or he provoked it, but I felt like I had the upper hand. So I said, I think you owe me an apology. And he said, well, I don't know, you're making for blah, blah, blah. And his publicist keeps saying, Quentin, just apologize. Quentin, just apologize. Oh, for the love of God, just apologize. Because it's like 5 minutes before the show. Yeah. And what a show it was. And so finally he apologizes. But I could tell he wasn't certain that he owed me an apology. And I said, that's great. Thank you very much. I said, you're a gentleman to be back on the program. And I said, let's talk about it on the show. And he said, okay. Knowing full well he didn't.
He wasn't touching that.
As we say in hip hop, he didn't want the smoke.
Yeah, that's what I said to him. You don't want the smoke.
You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke. There you go.
You don't want the smoke.
All right, so listen.
And by the way, after all those years in television, that's the only story I have.
I just have one?
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
So you are, for all intents and purposes, the Michael Jordan of late night. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not like, look, there's graffiti on the front of this desk. I thought maybe we were the first show to ever do graffiti on the front of their desk. You were.
Okay.
Remember that?
No.
You did it.
No. Okay, okay.
I saw it.
All right.
It's on
okay.
video.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Okay. I want to know how you guys wedged yourself out of Iceland and got to Showtime. Because once I was in, I was stuck.
No, it was just a regular, you know how it is in Hollywood. You know, you do Hollywood things, it's like, oh, your contract's up, da-da-da.
Let's renegotiate. Let's talk, you know, blah, blah. Other people.
It's the same we have. It's just Hollywood, baby. You know what they say when you were like, they take you to like, what's that terrible restaurant we go to in LA and it's like had overpriced calamari.
Every
Hotel
restaurant?
Monroe,
Chateau Marmont.
Yes, you go there, you do some Hollywood-style dinner. Someone promises you some wild fantasy, does not happen, and then someone promises you a fantasy, it does happen.
Yeah, but you had a deal, and Viceland must have known what they had. So Showtime swoops in and says, how about us? So Viceland, what are they doing? Saying, oh, we'll get two other guys. Fine, take a hike.
Okay, here's the best way I can describe it. Beyonce had a song called Irreplaceable. All right? To the left, everything you want in the box to the left. You never find another, you must not know about me, you must not know about we, and here we are.
Yeah, good for
So,
you.
you know.
Congratulations.
What about you? Because we're over here talking about us and Viceland. Netflix drove the bag up to your house.
Brinks truck.
Okay?
Did you hear the Brinks truck backing up like beep,
But here's the thing,
beep,
here's
beep.
the thing. You already have the bag. What made you do the Netflix series? Were you just bored? Did you just want to flex on people?
Yeah. You know, I realized that I missed being on TV talking to people. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're drunk. And I used to go over to CVS, you know, that security camera when you walk in the door?
Yeah.
Just to pretend I had a show.
While I laugh, I do that at night at the Bodega camera. So.
Yeah, and so we went everywhere, and they said, well, tell us, Dave, what you want to do. And I thought, well, I kind of have been doing it. And then Netflix, they're so nice and so pleasant. And they said, well, we'll give you a little show. So I have a little show, and I love doing it. Because the people that I meet on the show are so much smarter than I am. And you can talk to them. I haven't had to send anybody a citrus tree since I've been doing it.
Smart.
Yeah, and it's fascinating. Every show that I've done, I've learned something from that person, or more actually that experience. So it's like this, and this is what kills me, because when I was a kid, this is the show I wanted to do. If you just get your buddies together and you yak, there you go.
There you go.
But where was Viceland when I was a kid?
I don't know. They were probably like, their parents were like snorting coke in the bathroom or something.
You think so?
Definitely.
I'm with you then.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so you are a God-level interviewer.
Oh, stop it.
You are.
You are! You got the Jay-Z to talk.
Bro, I used to, back in like the 90s and the 80s, I used to like stay up late to watch the top 10 and get beat by my parents. Like, they come, they touch the TV like, this TV's warm. I was like, damn, you got me, Mom. Wow. What's the question that you ask people that always got the best response? Did you have like a cheat card question or a go-to question?
This is a very good question. I wish I had an answer. It's interesting because we had a joke. Guess who we got? We got finally Neil Armstrong, first man on the moon. Whoa! The first, yeah, but here's the condition. He doesn't want to talk about the moon.
Yeah, yes.
You would get that all the time.
Yes, we've had guests like that.
Okay, yeah. How you been, Neil? How's the golf game?
Yeah.
How's the wife?
Yeah. What's your favorite Hot Pocket flavor? How long do you microwave? You like it when it's cold in the middle a little bit?
I want to tell you something. You guys gained my admiration when I saw you eating the hot wings. And you ran the table.
Oh, at the First We Feast. Shout out to First We Feast.
Yeah.
Listen, we're getting free food. Like, why would we
I was
react
excited.
violently to
Yeah,
it?
but we used to do this, and a lot of guys folded. I watched a lot of guys who you would expect folded.
Right.
But you guys, bang, zoom. There
He's
you
from
go.
the Dominican Republic. I'm Jamaican. If I go out there and I can't handle some wings,
Yeah.
I'll never be allowed back on the
Oh,
island.
no, it'll be over for me.
Well, you know what we used to do up in my office, and this is another one of the reasons the show was so damn good. We would send an intern out to get like Scotch bonnet, habanero,
Hot pepper? Yeah.
and we would have a competition to see. It would it'd be me and the producer and a writer, be the three of us, to see who could eat one pepper.
Yeah.
One of those peppers. And it was great fun, and I think the producer actually finished one, and I quit. This was the end of my hot pepper eating days because I temporarily lost my hearing.
Wow.
What'd you wash it down with?
Well, that I don't see. There's nothing you can wash it down with. Water is the
Makes it
mistake.
work,
Yeah,
yeah.
makes it work.
It's funny you brought that up because
No, don't even.
Scotch bonnet
No,
pepper?
we can't be the people that killed David Letterman.
No, we
That's
can't.
not our
But
thing.
there are now peppers that are hotter than the Scotch
Like
bonnet.
ghost pepper and some other ones.
Yeah, yeah, but it's all in the seeds. If you avoid the seeds, you're okay.
Yes, that is true. That's what people don't realize on the chicken. When we're eating the chicken, they didn't marinate the chicken, the hot sauce into the actual chicken. They added it after the fact, so you can eat around the hot sauce.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Like we are the Houston.
The Astros.
We are the Houston Astros of eating chicken.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? I had a buzzer.
All right. Go ahead, Al Turvey.
But what about the guy sitting over there? He acts like not a problem. Is he actually eating them?
I mean, that's his job. He better eat them.
I mean, that's his thing.
Yeah.
But
know what I
can
mean?
he go 1 to 10?
Yeah, I mean, probably. He's probably been eating them for so long he's built up a tolerance. So maybe.
It might be. Or maybe he has no tongue.
Wow, you get to the bottom of things.
Man,
Yeah,
look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't like to get on people's personal business, but we have to ask you, how did you get the beard so luxurious?
This is the beard to have.
I'm a
this
little.
is-
Come
this
on,
is-
bro.
It's even, it's
you
perfect.
have a nice beard, but you see a lot of that. You know what I mean? This one, oh my God, that's biblical.
Okay.
That is beautiful.
Do you understand with your beard, you could be a professor of anything?
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, I would walk into a room. If you turned around and said, "Hi, I'm David Letterman. I am your African American Studies teacher."
Absolutely. I've been there. Yeah.
I am right there. I am right there. I was like, "Tell me about Mandela."
Yes, please. Tell us about the original man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So look, you've been nominated for too many awards to count.
Yes.
let's don't.
You've won a bunch. Listen, no, this is a point for us.
Point for us.
This is, we're rookies.
We need this. This is why we
we're
brought you
rookies.
here.
This is why.
You're not rookies. This is your third season. You held up Showtime. What is it? Not third season?
This is our second season here, but we did other seasons, other channels. You know?
You know, but that was like warm-ups. That's like spring training.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
excellent.
saying? Now we're playing the game for real. And we took a very public, televised loss at an award show.
At the Critics' Choice Awards.
The Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Really?
We lost.
The Critics' Choice Award show.
Yeah.
That's a show?
Yeah, apparently. We were there. There were other famous. Tony Shalhoub was there.
Yes!
So, you know, all the kids love
all
Tony
the
Shalhoub.
Hollywood heavy hitters.
Ask any 15-year-old what's on their rotation. They're
Yeah.
like Billie Eilish and Tony Shalhoub.
Tony Shalhoub,
So,
Christine Baranski, all the, you know, the hot
Did
new.
you ever get nominated for the People's Choice Award?
no, we just started getting nominated.
Yeah, this is our second nom. First
Yeah.
one was TCA's.
Don't screw with the People's Choice people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta show up.
Well, that's the thing. We thought
Who are the
showing up
people
would
in
make
the
us
world?
give us a better chance to win, but apparently, if you show up, it doesn't matter.
And you know what they do that's really fucked up and mean? They just sit around you with a camera, right?
For your reaction.
For your reaction.
Oh, waiting for the announcement.
Yeah, and they just sit there and it's like, you know, we're new to this. I'm like, oh, they got the camera, we won. So I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, like, why would they waste time?
Yeah, why would they have the
Why
camera?
would they waste time?
Yeah, why would
The
they-
guy came over, I was like, oh, we good money,
yeah,
let's go.
let's go.
Yeah.
This is for the Bronx.
And then you lose, and the guy with the camera is just like, look at the camera,
yeah, look at the
loser.
camera, loser.
Yeah. Let me spit on you.
Yeah. Give me the Denzel glory tier. Yeah, go ahead, yo, do it.
How's it feel to fly all the way to LA to lose? So,
And then they're gone.
and then they're gone.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
all
they leave.
over.
And,
Yeah.
now- and then we're left with Tay Diggs.
So how do we deal with that? How do we, going forward, how do we deal with losing at talk shows?
You don't go.
If
You don't go
Is that the
because,
cool
that's a very cool thing to do. You guys are above that nonsense. You've already won. You know what I'm saying?
That's high praise right there.
Oh man, I'm sending that to my mother tonight.
Do you have a person, a manager?
We got, shout out to our
Vic
panel,
Lopez
man,
in the
Vic
gang, you know what I'm
Lopez,
saying?
Sherry, CB, Victoria. We have people. But
Yeah. Get a stooge in your stable to accept for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, they couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
accepting on their behalf.
They're home getting fucked up.
All right, listen. That's going to be our message. We'll be like, we're not here because David Letterman told us to not pick up this whack-ass award.
Whack ass award.
Whack-ass award.
Now the whack ass, you want to be there for that. If you get a whack ass, buddy.
We got a wacky?
We got nominated for the wacky.
You have 4 kids.
Yes.
What are the ages?
2, 4, 6, and 8.
Oh, buddy, you're right in the middle of it.
Yeah. It's something.
I got a 16-year-old.
Is it worse or better?
Well, first of all, the heading is it's all amusing.
Okay.
Even the bad stuff is amusing, because you think, yeah, you're 16, really? I'm supposed to take this seriously?
You got 15 more years to straighten it out.
So last night, Super Bowl, Super Sunday, the holiest day on the Christian calendar.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If you don't tune in, you're not supporting the troops. You're not a real American.
Exactly. So we my wife and I walk for 2 miles to get cheeseburgers
I
and
respect
fries and shakes. I don't want to tell you the name of the place, but that's pretty much what they deal in.
Okay.
Yeah. And we come back, and I say this to my son because I just want to see the reaction. So we're 20 minutes into watching the game, and I got my shake. And I know what I'm doing. It's not like a dumb thing Dad did. I know for a fact what this is. And I'm on the straw working the shake. And I say to Harry, who's sitting right over there, I said, Harry, this thing is so thick, I can't really suck it.
Oh, you set him up.
So Harry's up there, and the move Harry makes is this.
Right there.
Just like this. My wife is sitting right there. She's watching the game. And Harry turns back around to me, and he does this.
I mean, when you put it on a tee like that.
I know. Yeah, it was T-ball. That's exactly what it was.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was good.
So that's what I have to expect.
Oh no, you're at the time you have what was it?
2, 4, 6, and 8.
Oh my God, excellent timing.
Yeah.
Right?
My whole plan was like,
It's like
I'm
the
not.
Dick Olympics.
I'm like, I want to get them. Yeah.
What?
I'm a triathlete.
The Olympics come every 4 years. He's every 2.
Yeah.
And we call that again
The Dick Olympics.
Hello, Showtime.
Hey. TVMA.
He got 5 rings. You don't want to know what he did with them.
Boys, girls, what's the breakdown?
The 3 oldest are boys, and my youngest is a girl.
Oh man,
So she has her built-in
God
security
bless you.
detail.
This is great.
I don't have to worry about anything.
But those 3 boys, I mean, hang on, pal. Hang on.
Oh, I'm ready.
What kind of kid were you?
I was a hellacious teenager. And I know at some point, and I've said this before, I'm gonna have to fight them shirtless in front of the house and embarrass my wife and my daughter
Just a matter of time.
and everybody on the entire block. Yeah.
Shirtless in
Shirtless.
front of the house.
And
Oh,
embarrass
man.
everybody on the block.
Part of a block party.
You know what I'm saying? Bare knuckle boxer.
Yeah,
Father son moments, you know?
I only have one, and I know, geez, the mistakes you can make are infinite.
Oh, who are you telling?
Yeah, but I don't know. But three boys, I remember, and this it lives with me. Or what? You got to go?
Oh no, I'm just sitting here.
We're here until you tell us to go.
What kind of fucking subway shit was that? David Letterman? Like, yo, everyone gonna be like, yo, did David Letterman just G-check you? Like, what the
Harry!
Oh, I'm sorry.
We go. So,
Thank you.
It's like a NASCAR.
Showtime!
could I see the dessert menu?
Give my man an espresso, please.
So we go down to Cape Canaveral because they're going to launch. The space shuttle is done, and we think, holy crap, the space shuttle is done. I've never seen one go off. I'd like to see one go off. So they say, oh sure, everybody should come down and see the space shuttle go off. It was the Atlantis, and so they put you in a building, and here's the space shuttle, and you're right here. You're like a mile away or 2 miles away because they don't want you touching it.
It's
Yeah,
tight.
yeah. So now everything starts, and you can feel it. Honest to God, it's unholy. The feeling that the sound waves that, and then the ball of fire. And so now I'm glued to it with my binoculars. And my son is like 4 years old, and he's standing right there. And this is the biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. I'm standing right there, just like this, and I'm thinking, holy God. And Harry says, "Could I see the binoculars?" I didn't have to think a second, and I said no. When am I going to see this again?
That's a good dadagy right there.
Oh my God.
It sounds like me.
Oh. David,
Yeah.
we're having a wonderful time talking to you, but I'm being told to wrap it up.
Okay, now
By
listen.
Showtime.
Listen, I'm so happy for you guys. And for my own ego, when I first saw the promos that you were running years ago on the Viceland outlet thing, I thought, these guys, this is it. This is the future. This is the way it ought to be. And it makes me so happy that it has come to pass that way for both of you. So
This is, bro.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow.
is
Wow.
high praise. Thank you.
Wow.
No, like, this is, no, we are,
All right. That's been season 2, y'all. Hope you
exactly,
enjoyed it.
can't top that.
We have
We have to ask every guest, what would your neon sign say?
we're the same.
Hey! Give it up for the legend, the GOAT, the MJ, the LeBron, the Kobe.